A playoff win for the Raiders after coming off a 21-win season. They head up to Lakeland to the state semifinals. In Tallahassee, I'm Bria Wesley, News 20. Another victory in the books for the Seminoles. However, Pittsburgh is still winless within the ACC. Now the Noles head up to Raleigh to take on NC State up next. In Tallahassee, I'm Bria Wesley, News 20. It was closer than close for the Seminoles against Syracuse right here at Doak Campbell Stadium. They came out on top with the win 27-24. Less than half an acre ran by Cam Akers himself. The freshman ran over 200 yards. A few defensive plays from Derwin James and Derek Noddy that kept the Noles in the zone. It's currently a 3-5 season, and they have Clemson up next at Memorial Stadium. I'm Bria Wesley for Seminoles.com. At Eleanor Clapp Fitz Park, over 8,000 came to enjoy the competition, while some rode in it, and not on four wheels. Red Hills International Horse Trial celebrated their 20th anniversary, drawing in over 100 riders, around 180 horses, and many spectators. Former riders in the crowd, always thrilled to see this event.
So it's particularly cool to come to this one because it's local, but also because it has really the stars of the country.
Even Daisy Strickland got in on the action.
I pet the animals and I ride them.
And it's not just the horse's performance.
They look awesome.
It wasn't just a day to horse around, but followers got a chance to see some of the best compete today. Among the best included two-time Olympic gold medalist Philip Dunton, who finished with the 47.7 in the CIC 3-star division, riding 14-year-old I'm So Ready.
I was really pleased with the ride today and proud of my horse. This is his first run for the year, so you have to rely a little bit on your preparation and your training leading up to it, and it all come off well.
Red Hills is one of the qualifiers for the FEI World Equestrian Games that'll take place later this year. In Tallahassee, I'm Bria Wesley, News 20. Behind me, a bridge that collapsed earlier this week on the cusp of Florida International University. They've made swift progress for the cleanup, but it's still under investigation of what actually caused the bridge to come crumbling into pieces. In Sweetwater, I'm Bria Wesley, News 20. Residents who weren't available to receive the installation of the smoke detector alarms, volunteers from American Red Cross left this packet with their information and phone number so they can later call and make an appointment. In Tallahassee, I'm Bria Wesley. For some local residents, this particular morning started a little off track. A train derailed in Gadsden County, causing a few detours near the downtown area of Pat Thomas Parkway. Local resident Dexter Goldwire was on his regular scheduled program until a surprise was in his route.
And take Highway 267, you got the detour to Cleveland Street, and everyone coming from 267 from I-10 had to take the Joe Adam Road.
A CXX spokesperson said it was traveling from New Orleans, Louisiana to Waycross, Georgia when the derailment happened, causing a low hazardous material to spill on the tracks. According to the Quincy Fire Chief Curtis Bridges, CXX was on the scene to clean and diffuse the low hazardous material and says they are working to get the traffic flowing again.
They say it will take about a couple of hours to reopen the road, and from there the plan will be to fix the tracks, but right now they're working to reopen the road to traffic.
I'm standing in front of what officials say that 8 cars derailed on the train tracks right here in Gadsden County. It happened around 7 a.m. this morning, and because of the crash, they say a non-hazardous material spilled on the train tracks. Police are still investigating what actually caused the crash, and people who are on the scene were asked to stay 75 to 100 feet away. In Quincy, I'm Bria Wesley. An average of 7 people die per day, and an average of 36 people suffer from injuries in home fires, mostly affecting children and the elderly. That information according to redcross.org. I was there at Rockbrook Apartments when Red Cross responded after the death of a child due to a fire. Sharon Tyler knows the benefit of fire detectors.
I want to make sure everybody's got one.
She is a director of the Capital Area chapter of the American Red Cross here in Tallahassee. She, along with other volunteers, canvassed the Rockbrook apartment community following the death of a 5-year-old in a home fire.
When I saw the fire truck and all them coming in, I said, what in the world's happened now?
Dorothy Grantham, stunned to hear the news.
Never expect things like that to happen, you know, in your neighborhood, and all of a sudden it happens.
The focus is prevention. The volunteers went from door to door, lending a helping hand to install smoke alarms and to ensure the community members have the proper information.
We're responsible for our own safety and the safety of our families, and so we really encourage people to check their smoke alarms, to make sure that they work, to make sure that they're not old and the battery still works. If they're over 5, 7, 8 years, you need a new one, even if the battery part is still working.
For residents who weren't available to receive the installation of the smoke detector alarms, volunteers from American Red Cross left this packet with their information and phone number so they can later call and make an appointment.